Today on Flick Knows, we're going to talk quick stats as well as recessions. Stay tuned. Hey guys, thanks for checking in for another episode of Flick Knows here, and I'm pretty excited about this one. I think we're going to talk about some of the things that are really on people's minds this week and kind of watching what's going on in the mortgage market and, all of the news out of the Fed and interest rates, et cetera, et cetera. But before we jump into that, let's hit the quick stats. So 25 new properties in the last 7 days, 32 properties pending, 27 sold, and 3 price reduced. So that's a pretty balanced market as we're heading into Memorial Day here. Active, we've got 726. We ended April with 726. Last year, end of May, we were at 775. Today, we're at 759. Still a little bit below where we were last year, same time in May. Last I checked, we were around 180 options. We'll see what happens and what develops over the next couple of days and here through Memorial Day weekend. We've had some crazy weather up here well, not really that crazy, but depending on where you're from. But if you're from Summit County, not that crazy. We've been getting some snow the last 2 weekends. I think that's been putting a little bit of a damper on showings. However, properties are still moving. Let's put it that way. So that's the quick stats. Now let's talk about kind of what's going on with interest rates. We've definitely been seeing interest rates going up, and we've definitely been hearing a lot of talk about the recession. Now, if you're a realtor, most of the time, recession is a scary word. We've been talking about it, for 5-6 years now, I feel like, because, the typical recession cycle is about 7 years. And we've avoided it for a little while, and that's because because of COVID, we printed a bunch of money, threw a little gasoline on the economy, which has been great for everybody involved. Well, now the big word is inflation, right? There's a lot of talk about inflation and the Fed trying to keep that under control. And so, the Fed is raising their interest rates, which, kind of translates to mortgage rates going up a little bit. Historically, interest rates are still very low right now, really good time to borrow money. But really, inflation is bad for mortgage rates, right? And so what the Fed is trying to do here is they're trying to induce a recession. And, they're going to keep raising rates until that recession comes to fruition. Now, a couple of things about recessions, right? Recessions are good for interest rates, which means they're good for you as a buyer, because once we get into a recession, mortgage rates typically go down a little bit in order to kind of get things going again. So in short, inflation is bad for mortgage rates. Recessions are good for mortgage rates, and 9 out of the last 10 recessions, I think have been uncorrelated to housing prices, right? And so, housing prices I don't think during this recession we're really going to see housing prices drop. There may be some other factors that affect housing prices. I don't think it's going to be the recession, because the recession is really to go against inflation. It's not to go against jobs or anything. The Fed is really working to make this a soft landing, and so I think that's good for everybody out there involved. But I said a couple of weeks ago, I think the next 30 days we're going to be the best time to make a purchase up here in Summit County, and so far that's proving to be true. We'll see what the next 2 weeks hold, and also as we go through Memorial Day weekend here, which is historically a popular time for folks to be in Summit County. So if you have any questions about anything that I just said here, this is my opinion. I'm certainly not an economist, but I do follow the real estate kind of thought leaders, Keeping Current Matters, some of these other folks who are really digging deep into the data surrounding real estate here. And so, following them, and I want to pass that along to you as well so that we can keep you informed about what's going on up here in Summit County. A lot of discussions going on right now around short-term rental licenses. So stay tuned as things shake out with that, both in Breckenridge and in the county. And then, we'll just kind of, if you have any questions about anything that you're seeing, teamflick@summitliving.com, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.